Your Twitch stream is perfect, but your Discord friends are screaming over your gameplay. And your Spotify music is ruining your YouTube clips. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to split your game audio, your Discord calls, and your Spotify music into completely separate tracks inside OBS Studio. By the end of this video, you're gonna have complete control over what everyone hears, what gets saved to your Twitch past broadcasts, aka your Twitch VODs, and what audio goes into your editing software. Let's start with the absolute biggest mistake that new streamers typically make. They capture their entire desktop audio. When you do that, it captures every Windows notification, every loud Discord user, and every copyright strike waiting to get burned into your streams. So we're gonna nuke your desktop audio here and build a professional audio routing system from scratch. So first open up OBS Studio. This will also work with Streamlabs. Then we're gonna go to the settings tab in the bottom right, so click that, and then we're gonna navigate to the audio tab. So once you're at the audio tab, we're gonna go to desktop audio and we're gonna change it to disabled, and then desktop audio 2, disabled as well, and then mic auxiliary audio, we're gonna pick our mic from the list. I'm using the Rode PodMic USB. So once you've done all of this, we're gonna hit apply. And what we've done here is cut off all audio to OBS Studio besides our microphone. But don't fret, we're gonna add it back in just a second. But before we add our audio sources, we need to build the engine. We're gonna go over to the output tab here and make sure the output mode at the top is not on simple, but it's on advanced. First, we'll look at the streaming tab right here. So click on streaming, and we're gonna make sure the audio track is set to 1 and the Twitch VOD track is enabled and set to 2. If you don't see the Twitch VOD track, that simply means you just need to go to your stream tab right here, change your service to Twitch, and then connect your Twitch account with the little button, and then that'll allow you to go to output, advanced mode at the top, streaming, and make sure this Twitch VOD track is enabled. So once you've done that, click apply in the bottom right, and we're moving to the recording tab to the right of the streaming tab. And from here, we're just gonna go directly down to where it says audio track. We're gonna uncheck 1 and 2 because those are for our live stream, and then we're gonna check 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because now, once we've done this, when we hit the record button in OBS, it's now gonna save 4 different audio tracks that we can later control in our editing software. So now that the engine is built, hit apply and OK. And if you're wondering where I got the starting soon screen, it's in my streamer starter pack, linked in the description down below. Now to separate your game audio from everything else, we're gonna go to our gameplay scene and we're gonna go to our sources box right here. But we'll start with game audio. So we're gonna hit the little plus button under sources and we're going to choose application audio capture. So click on that. And I'm just gonna name this game audio. And I can specifically say golf if I want to, and we're gonna hit OK. Now we're gonna choose the window. So I'm gonna click on window and I'm going to choose golf with your friends, which is right here. So I'm gonna click on that and then I'm gonna hit OK. And now you can see we have 2 audio bars. We have our microphone and now we have our game audio from golf with your friends. And so if you switch games or you play different games like Call of Duty or whatever, you can rinse and repeat the game audio. So that way, when you boot up your game, it'll automatically have the game audio added to your OBS. You would just add multiple game audio sources. Now we need to isolate our Discord calls. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hit the plus button under sources, application audio capture. I'm gonna call this Discord. I'm gonna hit OK, and we're gonna find the window that says discord.exe, which is right here, and then we're gonna hit OK. Right now, I'm not in a Discord call with my friends, so we're not getting any signal, but if I was in a voice call, you'd be able to see this bar going up and down like you do the game audio and the microphone. Now let's grab your music. So I'm gonna do plus button once again, and then application audio capture, and I'm gonna call this music or Spotify or whatever you wanna call it. So I'm gonna hit OK. We're gonna pick our music software from whatever you're using. If you're using a Chrome tab to play music, you can just do the chrome.exe, but that's gonna capture everything in your window. I have the Spotify.exe running, so I'm just gonna click on that, but you can choose whatever you'd like. Then you're simply gonna hit OK, and now you have all of your different audio sources in the mixer right here. You can adjust these little bars here if you wanna adjust the game volume or the music or whatever you want, but keep in mind, you're gonna have to rinse and repeat this process for different scenes. So if you have a just chatting scene, you're just gonna have your microphone. So if you wanted to add your music here, you would add a plus button, application audio capture. You can actually reuse the other one, so add existing, and I can do music and hit OK. And now we have our music for our just chatting scene that we can adjust with the volume sliders here. So you have to go through your scenes and see what audio you want on each scene. So now that we've separated our audio in the audio mixer, we have to tell it where to go. So we're gonna click on these little cog wheels in the audio mixer, which is gonna bring us to the advanced audio properties, which sounds really pretty terrifying, but trust me, it's not that bad. You're gonna see all of our audio sources here. We got our mic, we got our game audio, Discord audio, music, and then we have our tracks all the way on the right-hand side here. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the video, track 1 is going to be for all of our live viewers on Twitch. So that means they're gonna wanna hear everything, right? They're gonna wanna hear our Discord friends, our game audio, our mic, our music. So all of these remain checked on 1. Now, track 2 is the Twitch VOD track. So that's gonna be everything that we want included on the past broadcast video that you can watch after you end of your stream on Twitch. So that means we wanna keep everything but the music, because if we're playing copyrighted music, then it's gonna mute that past broadcast and nobody wants that. So we're just gonna have our Discord audio, our game audio, and our microphone. That way our live viewers can hear it, but then after our stream ends, we're not gonna get muted or copyright strikes. Then moving to tracks 3 through 6, these are gonna be the 4 audio tracks that are gonna be recorded in our recording software. So this is where we're gonna isolate each different source. So for track 3, we're just gonna have the Discord audio. For track 4, we're just gonna have our game audio. For track 5, we're just gonna have our microphone. And for track 6, we're just gonna have our music. That way, when we're doing local recordings in OBS Studio or Streamlabs, we're gonna have 4 different audio tracks that appear in our video editing software, so we can manually adjust different volumes, so that makes the editing process way more professional and clean. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So using this setup right here is gonna allow your live viewers to have your hype music without getting the copyright strikes on your Twitch VOD, and then also giving you the ability to control all of your audio in your recordings. But a quick side note is that some games have a really strict anti-cheat software, which could mess up the game audio being routed. And the fix to that is using a free virtual audio cable. So if you run into that bug, I'll leave it linked in the description down below, a little guide you can follow. But building a complex audio matrix like this is how professional streamers and creators operate. But missing a single step like this is gonna ruin your broadcast. So to guarantee you never mess this up, I've made a free pre-stream cheat sheet that you can download in the description down below, which is gonna cover everything that you need to do before you go live to make sure you never stream on mute again. So go download it in the description, it's completely free. So now to show you how this all works, I'm gonna hit close. We're gonna start a quick little recording. I'm gonna hit start record. I've just made a small recording that we can use. Now for the fun part, we get to drag our clip into our editing software. I'm using DaVinci Resolve, which is free. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm on the edit tab right here, but I'll just drag in our clip that we just made over into our media pool. And if for some reason, when you drag your clip into your timeline, you don't have the 4 different audio tracks like we have, chances are you can just right click the actual file, go to clip attributes, audio, and then make sure that this says 4. So that expects to know that it has to read for 4. But just know that if you run into that issue where it's not showing, it's either your editing software or just requires a slight little fix. So check out Google if you're running into issues. And you can see our first one is gonna be our Discord audio, which I wasn't in any calls, which is blank. The second one might seem like there's nothing in there, but that's our game audio. It's just really quiet, because if I drag up the volume, you can see that we have that waveform right there. And then the third, I believe, is our microphone or music. And then the fourth is our microphone or music. I forget which already, because TikTok ruined my memory. But now you're able to go and cut the audio, and you can lower the volumes. You can cut out certain things if you want music here, if you want your microphone there. Like, you can do everything now with all of your audio separate like this. So your audio routing is now God tier. But having isolated audio like this means nothing if your microphone sounds like garbage. So watch this video to the side of me where I break down step by step on how to improve your microphone quality. Give that video a watch. My name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.